Hello everyone, I'm Susa, and today I'm gonna put two of my favorite animes in a blender and see what comes out. I honestly love both Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer very much. They're both great animes with fantastic stories and phenomenal animation. So I thought, why not have them both? Have the JJK characters experience the world of Demon Slayer. Without much further ado, let's get to it. Just one little warning before we start. There's definitely going to be spoilers for both shows, but I'll try to keep any manga spoilers to a minimum. Yuji, how could you not love him? I know I wanted Yuji to be a good demon, but I wasn't quite sure how he would turn into a demon, but I think I came up with something decent. In this story, Yuji is a descendant of the king of demons, Sukuna. Yeah, he's here too. Sukuna didn't like the fact that he had remaining family, no matter how distant, and went to kill both Yuji and his grandpa. He tried to kill Yuji by giving him a large amount of blood, so he would experience a long, painful death. But Yuji would survive and become an extremely strong demon. Now, for why Sukuna would hate Yuji so much, other than the fact that it is Sukuna, the biggest Yuji hater ever, I think it'd be partly because Yuji yelled at him after he killed his grandpa, which offended Sukuna. There is more to Yuji and Sukuna's dynamic and to Sukuna himself, but I don't want to get too much into detail in case I make another video about Sukuna and maybe the other demons too. Back to Yuji. He is a demon, but I do think he'd regain his humanity and even be resistant to the sun. He'd resist the sun much earlier than Nezuko, mostly because of plot convenience. But there is more. For now though, just know it's related to Kenjaku. Now, let's talk about Yuji's design. I give Yuji a short haori and I added some tiger-like stripes to it. He doesn't have a sword because I like the idea of him just killing demons with punches and stuff. It just felt more in character. In the original Demon Slayer anime, I don't think demons other than Muzan can kill other demons. But in this story, since Yuji is related to Sukuna and has a lot of his blood, his attacks would be more fatal to other demons. I thought of giving him the Sukuna tattoos, but since Sukuna is still a character, I decided not to. He still has little fangs and claws though, and 2 extra eyes that he can hide to blend in, like he's doing in this drawing. Next we have Megumi. Megumi's backstory is the most similar to his original backstory. The biggest change I made was that I gave him Marichi blood. If you don't remember, Marichi blood is an extremely rare blood type in Demon Slayer. It's irresistible and intoxicating to demons. To demons, one person with Marichi blood would equal to 50 or more normal humans. It also makes demons lose focus. Other than him having Marichi blood instead of the 10 shadows technique, Megumi's backstory is pretty much the same. Toji sells him to the Zenins, Gojo stops the deal and becomes Megumi's teacher/guardian. Megumi still has his stepsister Sumiki, but in this story I think she died protecting him from a demon attack instead of going into a coma like in JJK. I know there's more to her coma in the manga, but I think her death would make more sense in the Demon Slayer world. Now to how Megumi's introduced to the plot. He's the one who would discover Yuji. At that point, Yuji would have still not fully regained his humanity, and he would try to fight Megumi. Megumi would be shocked by Yuji's strength, but he'd be more shocked when Yuji fully regains his humanity. It could be when someone else is in trouble and Yuji instinctively goes to help them, or maybe even when the sun comes up for a double reveal, Yuji regaining his humanity and being resistant to the sun. But either way, Yuji and Megumi end up traveling together. For Megumi's design, you may have noticed 2 little flowers sewn into his haori. The idea was that his sister had sewn in these to tease him, or maybe because it was hers and he's wearing it to honor her. Last but not least, Nobara. I changed Nobara's backstory the most, but I really like it. Nobara was raised in the swordsmith village. Basically, the idea is that this swordsmith village is extremely traditional and to Nobara, extremely boring. She decided to leave the swordsmith village, and to show her hatred for the village, she makes her own weapon, her hammer and nails, and she refuses to use swords. They're both made out of nichiren and also probably coated in wisteria or something. I also want to tie in Saori and Fumi, Nobara's childhood friends, since they're such a big part of her character. If you don't remember Saori was bullied out of Nobura's village and she moved back to Tokyo, and Nobura hoped to find her in Tokyo. And Fumi's family also moved into that village, and she was bullied for having a blue backpack because all the other students had red or black backpacks. Perhaps Saori was a demon slayer that was greatly injured and tried to retire to the swordsmith village. And the swordsmith village never truly accepted her. I'm not sure how to tie in Fumi though. If you have any ideas, please comment them. I think that when Nobara first meets Yuji and Megumi, she tries to kill Yuji, but after fighting other demons with him, she accepts that he's not dangerous and decides to be the girl of the group, even though they didn't really offer. Honestly, she was the most fun to draw after drawing two guys with spiky hair that I had no idea how to render nicely. I hadn't noticed how much I miss drawing girls. It's important to leave your comfort zone, but you know, they call it a comfort zone for a reason. I also just want to point out that even though it's not visible, it's very important to me that you know that her hammer still has a heart on top. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have other ideas for this AU. If you're interested in what the other characters would be like, or maybe you just like this video, please like and comment and subscribe. This is my first YouTube video. I can't believe I'm saying those words actually. It makes me sound like such a YouTuber.